Good evening. It's Saturday night and we're gonna make tacos. We have these little street taco tacos that I got at Winco. I think they were $1.30, $1.28. They're a little bit thicker, and I always cut the opposite end, but a ground beef, 10 ounces of ground beef, and it's open, and I'll show you why in a minute. Some ground beef, a tomato. Oh, I gotta do that. Put my face in the camera. Sorry. I always leave one thing so far away. We had a little bit of lentils left, so I just blended them in the food processor. Are you kind of guessing what theme of taco we're going with? We're not going with the traditional taco. Okay, so this is where you got to start guessing. Okay, so hi, seasoning. That is our seasoning. It is about a half of a tablespoon of garlic, a half of a tablespoon of onion, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of mint, and half a teaspoon of rosemary. Okay, that's for the meat. I washed it and then I just dripped onion water on my shoe, on my slipper. Red onion. There's a little bit, the little middle was a little bit going soft. So I had to take out the parts that were still good. Okay. Are you guessing the theme? Man, this lighting in my head. I swear I'm not, like, if you were to see me in real life, I'm red, but I'm not like this. Like, hi, I'm Laura. I'm a mess. I feel like that's why I should be just two eyes. Okay. So I didn't pull it out yet, but dill, cucumber. I used part of it in the salad, and Greek yogurt. Did you guess? Ding, ding, ding! We're making Euro tacos. I thought that sounded good. So regular tacos with ground beef, but Euro inspired. Euros, if you don't know, or sometimes people don't know how they're pronounced and they call them gyros. They're like a Greek food. It's a pita with usually lamb in it, and you have tomato and onion and lettuce. Is there lettuce? No, I don't remember. We have lettuce now, thanks to my new box. So then you put tzatziki, which is yogurt, cucumber, dill dip. And when we went to the aquarium, we walked through the food court and there was like a Greek little shop, and I was like, a gyro sounds delicious. So that's kind of where this came from. I've never made a gyro. Or I have made Greek food a little bit. Josh is on rice. I don't know what he's doing. That's a surprise. He's just supposed to make lemon rice. Lemon rice is a Greek thing. My sister actually married into a Greek family. So I grew up calling his mom Yaya because I'm very close in age to my nieces. So I called her Yaya, and she cooked Greek food all the time. And we have Greek Easter with her, my sister's family, even now. But I don't usually cook the Greek stuff because I was only here for the summers. And then I grew up and didn't come back, and I didn't see Yaya anymore, and she passed away. But this is for Yaya, who is one of the meanest people I have ever met. Truly. She was a grumpy gal, that Yaya. And she used to smoke. This is my, like, only real memories of her. She smoked inside in her home, but she would knit all of our Christmas presents. So she would knit us these dolls with, like, crazy good knitting. But then they would smell so bad. So my sister would put them in garbage bags for days outside, and we weren't allowed to play with them until, like, the new year. But Yaya made all of our gifts, and they're really cool presents. So here's to Yaya, Euro tacos for Yaya, who probably would not be happy that I'm making them into tacos, and she would probably tell me it was stupid, seriously, or I was stupid. She was not a friendly face. Anyways, took out a little bit of the taco meat and I'll put a little of the lentils, and I'm just gonna make regular taco meat for the big kid. You know, picky eaters. But let's get cooking. I don't know if I should start yet though, because the rice isn't even counting down and the meat is gonna take a minute. I guess I'll just explain how I'm gonna make tzatziki, or how you would make tzatziki if you wanna make tzatziki. So you would wanna shred your cucumber, and you want to put it in cheesecloth if you have it or something, because you wanna get out as much of the liquid as possible. So I just use it on the grater. And then lemon juice, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, dill. That's tzatziki. So there's that for that. And I guess I could just start cooking. Oh, the dryer's making crazy sounds. So someone told me that I should just toast up my seasonings before I put the oil. So let's try it, right? We might like it. Try it. You're gonna like it. That's what Plex on Yo Gabba Gabba says. And he's a pretty smart dude. Let's move everything over. I do have some onion and garlic chopped. Yep. Okay. So let's try this. I'll turn this on. I don't know if I should do it high or low. I didn't research it. I'm just doing what she told me to do. I don't know what is going on with the dryer. It's making some kind of crazy sounds down there. The dryer came with the house and it is very old. And the next thing we need to replace. So we're going to do what this friend told me to do. I'm just going to pour it all in. And then I do not have salt and pepper in this, which we do need. She said that if you do this, you don't need as many spices, but clearly I still have the same amount. And it wakes them up, is what she told me. And again, I am no like chef. I worked once at a restaurant. It was when I was in college and I had no car and I had to walk, and I was the hostess, and I worked about 3 shifts, and then there was a dead mouse in the eating area and someone stepped on it and I never went back. So that's my only experience working in a restaurant. And it kind of sucked. And like I said, I was just the hostess. So I didn't really know anything that was going on. So I don't know anything about cooking. I make it up as I go along. I learn as I go along. I try things. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does work. Like the sous vide video. I actually had made a video and it didn't turn out. I didn't post it because I wound up redoing sous vide stuff. So I just didn't post it. I was going to because I think it's important to show like when you mess things up. So I'm just letting this toast up a bit. I've done it with oil before you put the food, but never without the oil. So I am not ever going to hate on anybody suggesting things or telling me that I'm doing things wrong in the kitchen, because I do not know all the rules at all. I just put funky things together, and most of the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't. You know? It smells good. Just moving it because I don't want them to burn or anything like that. My hands have super glue. I put super glue on my cuts because that's what my mom used to do. And I was taping this thing with foil tape. And I did not realize how foil tape can cut your hands up so bad. So by the end of it, my hands were just like sliced. My tips of my fingers were just sliced up from pushing the foil tape down. I learned about that today too. We gave the dog a haircut. I do my own grooming because it's free if I do it. So my Yorkie, well, one's a Yorkie and one's a Schnorkie. So because of her being a Schnorkie, I just put them both in Schnauzer cuts. So they're both cut now. And Josh worked all day today. He had to work up by Salt Lake. And then the girls and I did a bunch of laundry and sang some songs, had some chicken nuggets for lunch, you know, just a normal day here. Okay, I don't know how long I'm supposed to do this for. I'm just telling stories while I stir my powders. Okay, is that good? Because I don't know if my brain can handle much more of just standing here stirring nothing. Okay, so we stirred that up a bit. Now I need to refill my olive oil, so we're using avocado oil because I'm just too lazy to go refill it. I refilled the garlic and onion, and that was as good as it's gonna get. Okay, let's see. I have things on there. Okay, so onion. And I'm using red onion because on Euros, it seems like I feel like I remember that it's usually a red onion, but maybe I'm wrong. It's hard though when you put the seasoning because then it kind of turns. Oh, excuse me, I hiccuped. It kind of turns into just like a paste, but not like a powder paste. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean. How are the mushrooms? Oh yeah, the mushrooms. How are the onions supposed to cook then if it just absorbs all the water? A little bit of water. That seems like a good solution. What did everybody else do this Saturday day? It's very cold here. It was sunny, but very cold. And I am jealous of all of the warm weather that are in other places. I still am wearing shorts, don't worry. No pants required in this house. That's actually my nickname. Flora Pants has been my nickname for forever. Because if you know me in real life, you've most likely seen me without pants on. Because I truly hate, I mean no shorts, just like a big pajama shirt. Not like Lady Gaga, I'm not like just wearing my chonies around. But I hate pants, and I've always hated pants. Uh-oh, child in the dog water. Girlfriend, no puppy water. That means no tambourine. New game, scooping up puppy water with her tambourine. So no more tambourine. We're going to use it in the dog water. But what I was saying is that I thoroughly dislike pants. And I would just wear like a night shirt everywhere if that was socially acceptable and not like a trashy look. Because pants are uncomfortable and they are constricting. Waistbands are constricting. Like, so yeah, that's my nickname, where it came from. And it's been my nickname for probably like 15 years or more or longer. I don't know. Sometimes it's different variations like Santa pants, crazy pants, you know, whatever the mood is. Okay, got the onions going. Throw the garlic in. What is your favorite Greek dish that you've had? Have you had a lot of Greek food? I have not had a lot of Greek food other than what Yaya made and what my nieces make now. But I don't love lamb. And I know that's a big part of their cooking. Just adding water as I cook it because that oil went all into the spices, so I want to get this garlic softened, but without pouring half of a gallon of oil into my pan. Okay. The ground beef. It looks a little funky colored, but it's just because I forgot to take it out and then I defrosted it in cold water.
I just did all the washing machine to make it soft.
Oh, it's the pillows. I thought it was the dryer.
It's like crazy. It was like halfway across the lentil.
Oh. I'm washing the pillows, and one of them made the washing machine like flying all around. It wasn't the dryer. Okay, well, that's kind of browning. I'm going to trip on a dog. There's the knife I want. I don't have an actual, I used to have a knife set. I had this knife set. I think it's like, Finkel's. Yeah. So it was a nice knife set, but I just didn't like having the block on my counter. So like 3 or 4 years ago, when I had that fancy kitchen money, I bought my husband 3 of these knives, these Wusthof Urban Farmer knives. So we just have these knives, and then I kept this knife from the block before I gave it to my sister. And the handle is pilling, which was crazy because it was like a decently priced knife set when we got it. I think we got it when we got married or something. But I like that one for tomatoes. And I can never find it because I don't have a knife set or block now. So I just set everything in the rack. Okay. I'm just going to cut this tomato for the topping in slices. And this was the tomato in the box, and the meat is in the box, the garlic is from the box, the onion is not, because I have 1 onion left, but it's a yellow onion. And I wanted red. But the only thing I did actually purchase, it wasn't necessarily for this, they were just, I liked that, I liked that price. Why am I cutting over this side of it? Like, what am I doing? Practicing unsafe kitchen skills over here. I lost my train of thought. Oh, with them being like $1 something, I thought that was a good price for them. So, glad you can't see how I'm cutting because it's kind of ridiculous. I'm just gonna, oh my gosh, pulling in onions. I'm cutting them like this to the top. Now I'm going to add in the lentils, and I left some of the liquid so it's a little bit runny, but it does cook down. And sometimes if it's too dry, I've noticed when you blend them and you cook them, then they kind of get kind of chalky looking. Well, I was going to make her have some lentils too. Doesn't that look like delicious mush? Just use a little water to get the rest of it out. Breaking up the meat. That looks really kind of gross. somebody mentioned that they didn't think that the chili with lentils looked good. Totally fine. Like I'm not claiming it's everybody's cup of tea, but it was actually, my comment I was just going to say about it was actually surprisingly a good chili. Like it had that chili flavor, but it had all those other veggies and stuff in it. But the girls gobbled it up. The big one didn't love it because I wouldn't pick out the vegetables, but she did eat a couple bites, and like I said, hey, that to me is winning if she will at least try it. And then we had it for lunch the next day, and it's pretty much gone. And I liked the lentils for the meat. But it tends to go over better with everyone else if you mix it with actual meat. Just smelling how the spices smell together. Oop, I splattered on my shirt. I should wear my apron. I always forget to put it on. It's just hanging right next to me. Let's add in some salt and pepper. Smells good. Needed to cook down just, I need to put my apron on. Like splattering all over my front friend. Okay. I need that to cook down. Throw in her meat. Pretty sure they do have lettuce, the gyros. I'm like trying to think. I'm gonna go figure that out. I'll be back. This needs to cook probably a couple minutes, and I'm gonna get that one in the back cooking. And all I'm adding in that one is just some taco seasoning. It looks like a fancy dish, like a piece of meat on some kind of smear on the plate. Okay, I will be back. That has cooked down a lot, and do you see what I mean by it gets kind of chalky? Okay, I'm recording. I had to make sure. I'm going to throw some fresh parsley that was also from the box into there. And then I remembered I had this lettuce in the fridge, and it's real sad looking, but we're not going to wait. There's a little bit in the middle, and we're going to use the little bit in the middle. So I'm going to cut off the top for the chickens and the bottom. Look it. That's a handful. And then in that box I just got, we got this bag. So I have some of that as well. And we'll chop that up. This is done. And the rice is done, and he's working on that. Me. I think my pan was hot enough back there to start cooking. Okay, I'm gonna cut up this lettuce. Where did my knife go? Oh, he took it. In the rice, he's using one of the lemons from the box. So that is another ingredient from there. Oh, his hands are really, really raw right now from the weather. And he just gasped, but I think it's from the lemon. Did you want the lemon squeezy? It's too late. It's too late, okay. It's too late for that. I'm pretty sure he's dying. He's actively dying from the lemon.
I just have it so much.
That when I got it on my cut from the crate, it hurt so bad, the lime.
You're gonna cry.
See, as this cooks, it does not look like a goopy mess. It's having that liquid in there to keep it nice and like that looks like ground beef. No one would ever know. And when I cook those lentils, I cook them in beef broth so they have a beefy flavor. And she'll probably want just cheese and sour cream on hers. And, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna add? Oh, you can put feta on it. That's more of a Greek cheese. I don't have that. I have choni cheese. So that is what we're putting on ours. It's like a Mexican Greek vibe taco. That's what we're going for. Just a little water in that one. For the little kids, I'm just plating it like so. I made hers more like a salad, her meat, her rice, her tzatziki, and some cheese. And I'll give her half of a tortilla. Here is the big ones. She just has lettuce, sour cream, and cheese on her tacos, and then lemon rice, which she actually really likes lemon rice, so that's hers, so perfect. So this is what it looks like. I have not plated them up yet. Oh, I'm dripping tzatziki. But like all of the Euro parts, it has the meat, lettuce, tomato, onion, tzatziki, and choni cheese. You just saw me take a bite of cheese everywhere. Okay. Oh, I look very red. We're gonna try them and see if they taste like gyros. You go first. I'm nervous. They actually do.
They do. You don't need lamb.
And I just made up the seasonings. I had no idea what I was doing.
It was Greek.
So if you want a gyro, but it's taco night, try this. You might like it. I had tortilla on my teeth. I'm a mess. See you later. See you tomorrow. We're still going strong on this box.